Hey guys, it's Drac and I'm doing a sale video. I have a few things that I need to trim down my armory, and these are things that I think that you guys would be interested in purchasing, so I'm going to put them all on eBay. The link will be down in the description box and you can check all the auctions there. Now we're going to start with the simpler things that I'm selling off. This is one Nitron scope. I know people don't really like the Nitron, which makes sense because the Nitron is a really bad blaster, but the scope is pretty cool. It lights up like this. I think it actually is meant to go in this direction. I'm honestly not sure. It has 3 different modes and it's just a really cool scope. Now I'm also selling one of my old modded Scouts. This one has an element, or I think it has an element and a Firefly spring in it. I'm not entirely sure. It isn't weighted, so it'll be reasonably inexpensive to ship, and it's just very powerful. For a single shot blaster, this is still more powerful than the sharp shots, which are the modern version of these. And I think that they're more comfortable and overall a cooler blaster. So I'm selling this as well. Now I'm going to start moving on to the bigger things that I'll be selling. First off, I will be selling my original Swarmfire. This is the same Swarmfire from the mod guide, which means that it has all of its air restrictors removed. It has a spring added. It gets phenomenal range and power. It's got batteries in it right now for the purpose of this, but the batteries will not be included in the auction simply because they weigh a ton and shipping them is ridiculous, and there's no way I'd expect you guys to pay the shipping cost of batteries when you can get batteries just about anywhere and you've probably got some at your house. I will fire it on camera real quick. This is a terrible new style tagger. It's in bad shape, but it will fire. And decent rate of fire, great ranges, upwards of 50 feet. This is just a very nice Swarmfire. You can see it's got a few scuffs, but that's just because it's done a lot of battle with me and seen a lot of HVZ. I will sign any of these blasters if you so wish. Just if you win the eBay auction, let me know and I'll be more than happy to sign these blasters before I ship them off to you. So that is my Swarmfire from the mod guide if you're interested in that. The other thing that I'm selling is this Maverick, and there are 2 more after this, so hang on for those. This is a Maverick I did for commission, and the commissioner never paid me. Now, nothing makes me angrier than a commissioner that doesn't pay, but I've waited long enough and I've decided that it's time to open it up to the market and see just what you guys would be willing to pay for it if you want it. If you don't, I can always hang on to it and use it for a future commission. It has one built-in LED light, which makes this a flashlight that you can use for HVZ, and also has 6 shots. It performs wonderfully. It's got all of my mods, including the penny mod, and I used a black barrel and a different slide just because I think it looks cool. It's almost like my leftover radioactive Maverick. It's just not quite as detailed, but it performs very nicely. I only have 1 dart left here. And I'll fire that dart, and it gets ranges upwards of 35 feet. The cool thing about this is it does have one of my custom integrated battery pack switches in the bottom, turning on that green tack light up there, which works very well. I will turn back on my light here. A lot of these are great HVZ blasters that I'm selling. Now, the second to last thing I'm selling is this Raider. This is, again, the original Raider from my mod guide. I'm loading a clip with 6 darts. It's got a Tornado Strike stock on it because I like distinguishing it. It's still got the black barrel and it still has no jam door. It comes with no clip because I can't find any of my Raider drums right now. But the stock works great. The priming is so smooth. Clip slides in easily. And it's still just a very powerful shotgun. This is a fine primary for any nerfer in HVZ or just a close quarters nerf war inside. This is a great Raider. It's hard to beat a Raider that's been modded well, and this one has a phenomenal seal, smooth priming, all the locks removed, and just performs nicely. So it will come with the stock and the Raider itself. Now the last thing I'm selling is the Gunblade. I'm already at work on the Mark II for this, so I've decided to sell the Mark I. I've loaded it up with 1 slug, just to remind you guys how it works. Blade goes on the front. Firing it gets very nice ranges, so this will also be up for auction. It's got a barrel brake handle, a very comfortable trigger pull, and a night finder plunger integrated on with epoxy putty. The inside has been stabilized with a bunch of other adhesives, and then there is no craft foam on it anymore. I removed the craft foam, so this is the actual paint job. It's got a Fanger red trigger, see-through there, and everything else is matte black. I left this orange just because it was usually covered with craft foam for safety. In this auction you will get the blade with barrel integrated inside, so you get the barrel blade, I guess, and the gun blade handle itself. Very cool blaster. And that covers all of my sales. As always, guys, thanks for watching.